Hello, this is Lexi O with 5 o'clock news. Tonight we will be discussing the changing economy due to the war. As you can see from the chart displayed, the real gross domestic product has substantially increased from the recession of the Great Depression. This can be seen through the gray columns. As you all know, the economy has begun to rapidly mobilize. Due to the need of wartime supplies, the nation has come close to full employment. Those employed are production workers have begun to make higher income than those who are not employed. We will now go live to reporter Matt Griffin to expand more on this topic.
Hello viewers, I'm here with the man, the myth, the legend, Henry Ford himself, the owner of Ford Automobile Factories.
Hello, I'm flattered to be with you this morning.
Henry, what influenced your company to change in this dramatic way?
Well, the government has started to assign cost-plus contracts, which, if you were not aware, these are issued by the government to pay for the cost of anything we produce, which giving us a percentage of the cost profit. It is very beneficial to anyone wanting to mobilize, and it really helps the country quickly and efficiently prepare for war.
Thanks, Ford.
Susie Q, what's cooking with you? Your teeth look whiter than new.
My teeth aren't new, but my toothpaste is new Pepsodent. Get with it, kids. New package, new flavor, new formula, too, means brighter smiles for me and you.
You'll wonder where the yellow went when you brush your teeth with Pepsodent. The new formula with IMP gets teeth much whiter. You can see it cleans the stains and film away, while Irium fights tooth decay. You'll wonder where the yellow went when you brush your teeth with Pepsodent. The taste is new, so fresh and clean. That new taste really lasts, it's keen. And while it makes your smile a rave, it also makes your breath behave. So start going steady right away with Pepsodent. Get some today. You'll wonder where the yellow went when you brush your teeth with Pepsodent. Pepsodent, Pepsodent.
As you can see, Ford, along with many other companies, has begun to gain more customers, which has led to an increase in product prices. The taxes, however, are being used to ensure that these consumers do not have too much purchasing power. The new shifting economy that now focuses on war goods has also led to a higher cost of living and consumer rates. We will now go to reporter Emma, who is live in front of the War Production Board.
Thank you, Lexi. I'm in front of the WPB, which was recently created by President Roosevelt. He gave the WPB authority to set priorities and production goals to control the distribution of raw materials and supplies. As you all may know, there is a lot of conflict between the War Production Board and the military agencies, as they are not consulting with one another. There is talk of an Office of War Mobilization being established to settle arguments between the two companies. Now back to reporter Lexi O.
Thanks for the insightful information, Emma. Although cost plus is a good way to convince companies to convert to war production, some could not afford to re-equip their factories to make military goods. Now we go live with Jessica, who is interviewing the Johnson family, who locally owns a clothing store in downtown New York. Jessica?
Hello, everyone. As Lexi said, the Johnson family is an example of a company that is unable to convert to wartime production. I would like to welcome you both to the studio.
Thank you.
Has the government put pressure on you guys to convert to wartime material?
Yeah, although we can't afford it, the Reconstruction Finance Corporation has been begging us to convert to a wartime economy ever since the war started. It's just been so rough on our family, and our family is our first priority, and we just can't even afford anything anymore. We even had to cut our wages for our workers from 8 cents an hour to 4 cents.
I'm very sorry to hear that. However, I just got news that the RFC is now able to make loans to companies to help them convert to wartime products.
Oh, this is great news. If we get a loan now, our suffering will end, and we'll get out of the rut that the Great Depression put us in.
Wow, what an inspiring story. Thank you so much for being with us today. Now, back to Lexi for the news.
Pee-wee Reese has a way with Dodger rookies or Sandlot youngsters. Pee-wee, you do a lot of work with boys.
Not work, Al. I like baseball and kids. I enjoy helping teenagers start right.
Oh, that's around shaving age, and you give them pointers on personal appearance, too?
Yes, a boy has more self-respect when he's clean-shaved. I tell him to use a Gillette razor, Al.
You said it, the Gillette Super Speed Razor. And today there are 3. Light for sensitive skin and most younger men. Regular for average skin and beard. Heavy for men who like the heft and feel of a heavier razor. Each is different, precisely engineered. One has the right blade edge exposure, edge angle, and weight to shave you in a breeze. Comfortable, good-looking shaves you may never have had before. And convenient, you change blades and rinse clean, so. Choose your Gillette Super Speed Razor. $1.29 with Gillette Blue Blade dispenser and handy travel case.
For our last segment tonight, I would like to introduce you to a special guest. I introduce you Carol Coughlin, an avid labor striker.
Thank you so much for having me tonight. Labor strife was a huge issue prior to the outbreak of war and can still be seen in everyday life. The period between the wars was the prime time for labor strikes, and it is also when I decided to go on strike myself. My union was struggling for recognition, and since we as teachers were receiving little to no pay for our hours of service, the lives of our members needed improvement.
I admire you for standing up for what you believe in. What did you hope to gain from going on strike exactly?
Well, my union and I, as well as many others, went on strike mainly to protest against low wages and unfair working conditions. We demanded higher pay, better conditions, and shorter hours. I truly believe my point got across from striking, and my situation has improved substantially.
I'm so glad to hear it, Carol.
Thank you again.
No, thank you so much. Wow, tonight's segment was just filled with so many inspirational people. By the looks of it, our economy is finally on the road to recovery after all the tough times. Although we wish that the war would be over and that all the soldiers would be home safe with us, it is good to know that something positive has come out of the war, a prospering economy. We hope that you have a great night and will join us again next week on 5 o'clock news with Lexio.
Before we sign off, we remind you to support the war efforts and buy war bonds today.